Roll for Loot, Episode 2, Wand of Entangle. In this episode, I wanted to shine a spotlight on items from the Tales from the Yawning Portal. And since there are no magic item tables to roll on in the book, I use an online website to generate a random roll. The link will be posted in the description below. This episode, I'm building the random item I rolled, which is the Wand of Entangle. This is a great item, and any party of adventurers would be incredibly happy to own this item. So, I'm going to make the coolest looking wand to give to my players in game. I can't wait to see how they use it. It's going to be an absolutely game-changing item without being game-breaking, I hope. But first, welcome to the Real Killer DM channel, a channel dedicated to the pursuit of fun through tabletop gaming. I found this cool metal deer last year while cleaning up after Christmas. It was shiny and I was intrigued, so in a moment of sheer halfling delight, I procured it for later use in one of my crafts. Well friends, you are in luck, because today is that day and this is that craft. I'm starting with one of my favorite items to make wands from, and that is a fiberglass tent pole. It's very sturdy and makes a great wand. I start by cutting it to length with a pipe cutter. You could use a saw to do this, but I would not recommend a knife or a hobby blade. I use the pipe cutter because it makes a nice smooth cut with very minimal effort. I superglued the deer to the wand handle, and even though the glue got away from me a little bit, I was very careful not to get it on me. Super glue mixed with carelessness and a little bit of accelerator can be a really painful and embarrassing experience. But here's something that's totally painless. You can support my efforts to grow my channel by simply smashing that like button, and if you think I've earned it, I would love to have you as a new subscriber. At first, I wanted to paint this wand a nice emerald green, so I painted a base coat of white to make the green really pop. But later, I decided to wrap it in this cool holographic tape that I bought from the dollar store instead. I've used it before on things like portals and glowing runes, and it worked really well, and I absolutely love that pattern. While I was waiting for that to dry, I decided to wrap the handle in a green craft wire that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I made sure to wrap it tight and minimize the gaps. Then I finished it by super gluing the ends so it wouldn't unravel or poke anyone. Once the wand had dried, I added the cool green wrap, and I have to say, this is by far one of the easiest and coolest wands that I have ever made. I really think it epitomizes what a nature wand should look like, at least in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below though. Like most tapes, I was afraid this wrap would peel and come off over time, so I did super glue it on the seams and the ends really well. Almost adding a lacquer-like shell of clear glue on the seams and ends. Here's the final result, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. One of my lucky players is going to be insanely happy. I even printed off a handy stat sheet and put them both in a scroll tube, all ready to hand over to my players. We've come to the end of another fun build. I thank you all for watching and supporting me, and I'll see you all in the next video.